What is up, guys? Nichols here. What's going on, guys? Nichols here, and today we're playing some Call of Duty Black Ops 2. Well, actually, I'm playing it, and you're gonna watch me play it. I go 71-4, I believe, is the final score. I get like 3 load stars and VSATs, and what else I got there? Stealth Chopper. That's pretty much standard kill streaks what I run. Sometimes I run a Warthog because I don't like to stop shooting. Sometimes I like to keep, yeah, that was a graceful jump. Sometimes I like to keep, moving and let my kill streaks kind of do the work on themselves instead of having to steer them and stop my player from going, because everyone knows that a body in motion stays in motion. So I like to do it. So that's kind of how I like to play. I don't really like. That's why I don't use what's it called? I don't use VTOLs, and I don't use dogs and swarms a lot because I prestige almost immediately after I get a 55, so I usually don't have time to use them. It only takes me about 4 or 5 games to prestige, and that's kind of a small window for getting dogs and a swarm, especially when all I do is play solo. I don't use them in parties, so it's just kind of how it goes sometimes. But let's get back onto the business. You guys are distracting me from what's really important. And I want to talk about some video games. I was talking... Well, let's backtrack. The Xbox One... I'm not going to talk about it. I don't give a shit about it. It's a console, and I'm not really that interested in it. I'll buy whatever console my brother gets, just because I want to play with him. And he's too cheap to buy a computer, so when he switches to a new next-gen console, that's what I'll get. I have no preference on either one. I don't really care to play either one of them. I just I like playing games with my brothers, and he doesn't have the money to build a computer. So, that's kind of what it is. But since the Xbox One was released, everyone's in the debate, PS4, Xbox One, PC, and a lot of people are kind of talking about PlayStation exclusives and stuff like that. And I think something that I really been trying to stress about the PC is the sales on Steam and how cheap it can actually be. People are saying the computers cost too much, it sucks to play with keyboard and mouse, this, that, and the other thing. And really, guys, you can use controller with almost any game, even a bunch of the mods, even some of the free-to-plays, not just the mainstream games. You can use an Xbox 360 controller for almost anything. All you have to do is buy a little piece that syncs it to the, as I stutter, all you have to do is buy this little piece that plugs in the USB and lets you sync your controller to the computer. It's very simple. It's not a big deal at all. And so that's not really an issue. But I want to talk about how the games you can buy and stuff like that. I have about 60 games, and I think, here, let me pull up the list right now. The only ones I've paid more than $20 for are Black Ops 2, Modern Warfare 3, Dead Island Riptide, Skyrim, which is actually now only $30, and I paid $40 for Payday the Heist, but I bought 4 versions so I can give them out as passes to my friends. And that's about it. So out of 60 games, I've only spent over $40 on whatever I just named, 4 or 5, and the rest of them have been 20 or less. So that's kind of awesome. So I have 60 games in Steam, 61 games in Steam, and about 7 or 8 outside of Steam. So I have close to 70 games, math. And I thought, hey, you know, it'd be cool. While there's all this controversy about what people should do and what people should play, I thought I would stress my point using the biggest outlet in the world, the internet. So every day for the month of June, I'm going to do 30 days, 30 games challenge, is basically what I'm trying to get to here. I'm going to play a different game every day for 30 days and post it on this channel, starting June 1st. And each day, or each game, will be under $20, except for, I think I'm going to post Skyrim, because I have an idea of a mod that I want to showcase. So besides for Skyrim, maybe I'll post the COD Black Ops 2 gameplay, if I get something spectacular, but I doubt it. Otherwise, everything else will be $20 or less. So this will be 30 games that are super fun, really enjoyable, easy to play, that are between the prices of $20 and free. Most of them are free to plays. I'm pretty cheap. Some will be $10. I don't usually pay more than $10 for a game. I don't think I've done that since Dead Island Riptide and Black Ops 2 before that. So every few months I'll spend more than $10 on a game. And it's just something I think should be seen. I don't think people get it. Like on Xbox and arcades, all that, there's free and cheap games, but those games suck. I'm going to show you some of the most, what I think is some of the most interesting free-to-play games, full version games. I'm going to be playing like Raiders, Warframe, War Inc., shooters, RPGs, MMOs, whatever I can get my fat little fingers on. And I'm going to show you guys why I think the PC beats the console. It's not necessarily the gameplay. I like playing with the controller. It's a lot easier than playing on the mouse and keyboard. Though I like the mouse and keyboard more, but I can't sit back and relax in my bed, play Skyrim like I can with the controller. I don't debate into that. Graphics are graphics, whatever. You get a nice TV, it looks pretty good. That's good enough. It's a video game. It's not that big of a deal. As long as it looks sharp, that's fine. But the fact that I can get all these games for free, I can play with my friends quickly and have a lot of fun doing it and playing a whole bunch of games that I wouldn't have played. I play games now that I never would have played before because I wasn't sure if it was worth the money. But now that they're free, I can see games like this that interest me and I can kind of take more of a risk. And I've gone from FPSs to everything. Except for sports games. I still don't play sports games. I'm not athletic in real life, and I don't want to play an athlete in fake life at all. If I wanted to be an athlete, I'd be an athlete. I don't give a shit about sports. It's just how it is. So besides for sport games, I'm going to post a whole bunch of random awesome stuff every single day for you guys to see. Some will be live. Some of them will be with face cam. So I'm thinking about doing some scarier games to scare the crap out of me. Some will be afterwards, just talking about the games, kind of reviewing what it's like and what you can do. Depending on how well the game plays on my computer, kind of dictates that. Because some games, if I try to record and play, I drop frames too much, and I can't really function that way if I try doing like face cams with all my other programs and stuff like that open at the same time. So it kind of depends per game how that's going to work, but each one will be fun and interesting. Some will be pretty special. And then for the 30th day, I have something very, very special planned where I'm just going to do something super awesome that no one's seen before. I can guarantee it. As kind of like a special way to end out. It's a talent I have that I'm very embarrassed about, and I'm going to showcase it on the 30th day. I hope there's 30 days in June. I don't really know. I'm not very good at giving a shit about months or looking at calendars. But if there's not 30 days, I'm going to look kind of like an asshole. But on the last day of the month, I'm going to put out a big special just to kind of end the series. And thank everyone for hanging out and seeing all the different games and, you know, chilling and shit like that. So it's going to be fun. I would like people to play with, so if anyone does want to play, let me know. If you go to my channel, you can see the Steam, and it's always linked in the description. You can see my Steam. I accept every friend request. I don't have to know who you are. It's fine. And then you can see all my games. So if anyone does want to play, let me know, and I'll be like, hey, I'm recording this in the next couple of days if you want to come hang out and do some stuff. But it's going to be really fun, and the whole point of it is just to showcase some free-to-play games. You can get whatever, or not some free-to-play, but some cheap PC games and some fun games. You can get whatever you want. I don't care about console wars or anything like that, but I had a conversation with some of my friends in high school, and it just reminded me how fun Steam is and how ignorant I was when I first got Steam and the PC, and like, I'm just like, oh, I'm going to play Counter-Strike, and I was so dumb about it that once I started learning what there really was, how much fun I actually had, and I'm just going to kind of showcase my experience with that. So enjoy the video. I'll talk to you later. Mahalo.
Well done.